Welcome to what is not a Warframe guide or weapon guide or guide to how to play Warframe, but ooh, more of a subsume review, as I'll put it, as I genuinely believe the Evade might be one of the most busted subsumes in the game right now. And before you look at me and say, it's not Evade that's busted, it's the arcane that goes along with it, play a Warframe without all the mod synergies. Use a weapon without any mods. Use anything in this game without it synergizing with something else and tell me how it goes for you. Because let's be real here, what makes things good in this game isn't it by itself. Frost Avalanche would kind of suck without extra strength or any range. In fact, most abilities in this game would suck without mods. So, if you're going to sit here and tell me, oh, it's only good because of Arcane Crepuscular, yes, it is only good because of Arcane Crepuscular. However, it is a very easy, efficient, convenient way to use or get invisibility on any Warframe for a infinite amount of time if you can just hit your heads. And Arcane Crepuscular really likes that. So if you don't know what Evade is, let me go into it real quick as it's playing here. Essentially, you become invisible and killing enemies with headshots or weak point hits, really, extends the duration, and it heals you for some reason, which is pretty cool. Now, if we look here, that's not good on its own. I mean, it's good because you're invisible. Don't ask why I have the avalanche. I know I'm invisible. I need arc primed sure-footed, and I can't really fit that in the build right now, which is a shame. But oh well. This is what I get for using Umbral Formus. So Arcane Crepuscular. While invisible, gain plus 30% ability strength and gain 3 times final multiplier. So you add 3 instead of it like being just, 3 times like 11, 30. Now it'd be 13, 14. And so you have that. This is what I use it on because I get goofy with this. As you can see, 8 times really when I'm invisible and 10.4 times. Yes, it could be a little higher. I swapped around my mods a little bit. I believe I swapped out Duration. No, I don't remember what I swapped out earlier. I don't remember what I swapped out. But I swapped out something because I no longer needed it because I'm using Primary Crux. On weak point hit, gain 30% status chance, 6% ammo efficiency stacks up 10 times, so 60% ammo efficiency, 300% status. I already have a lot of status on this build, as you can see. I like my statuses. You can't judge me for it. Really, though, I shouldn't even be using corrosive. I should probably be using something like... let's do something unique today. Radiation. Which would be fire and electricity. Okay, well, if it's going to be fire and electricity, we're going gas. Well, no. Ooh, yeah, no, never mind. I lied. Fire and electricity, I fuck with. Fire, electricity. So we would have to do... Oop. Yep. So radiation toxin now. Why am I doing that? That's a good question. Because my frost fortunately has 100% armor strip, so everything around me is normally armor strip to begin with. Therefore, there is no point to me having corrosive. So it was really just heat. But now we have two statuses that deal damage. That's why I did that. Oh, and also because of this one increases base damage by 2 plus 20% ammo efficiency times 3, 6%. I essentially have 120% ammo efficiency. Let's see what that does here real quick. Let's get some fun. Let's get some fun. Clear. Let's get corrupted heavy gunner axe misses. Right. Just to prove a point. Right. Once their armor stripped, they go down pretty easily. And now I have 100% ammo efficiency, so I can kind of just do that. Keep in mind, I only have 1 bullet, and I'm using primary acuity, which then also helps with the primary crux, as its headshots and also my evade, as I'm dealing more headshot damage, which means I'm getting more headshot kills. Now, here's the thing about this build. Doesn't have to use the bolt or prime. I just like primary crux because I like the idea of having 120% ammo efficiency, because where's that 20% going? I don't know. It should be refilling my clip, but it doesn't, because I'm not using ammo to begin with. I like the fact that Frost is able to freeze to begin with. The only issue I have with it, as of right now, which DE I really hope fixes, is you don't have the invisibility thing like the other Warframes. What do I mean by that? Let's go to, I should have Ash. Yeah, Ash, right? You go to his appearance and attachments, you have a glow cloak instead, or a semi cloak. You don't have any, one. I want a glow cloak for, if you have evade on your Warframe, because then it would make sense. But you don't get that because, I don't know, I guess I just don't want to give it to you. But yes, you could run this on literally any Warframe. It's not like you need to run Frost, right? And I use Worthy Camaraderie just because headshot crit chance is really funny. And I use Arcane Ice Storm, which is my open Arcane slot, because enemy frozen gain 2% ability strength and duration. I mean, like, come on here. It's 40% ability strength and ability duration. What is there not to love about that on Frost? I don't know. But again, this build can really be thrown on anybody. In fact, I think I have it on 3 of my Warframes, and one of them is Kome. Molt Augmented, Arcane Crepuscular, Evade. Really, Evade should probably be over Omikuji, but I like to have that little bounce back area where if I get hit, I don't instantly fucking die. What's the next one? I believe the next one is Nyx.
Is this a social call? We do make a sublime team, don't
who
we?
also has Arcane Crepuscular Molt Augmented. This was the first Warframe that I did, and if you look at the little eye card, you can see the build that I show off there, which isn't going to be too different. It's just I go a little more in depth on what Nyx's abilities are. While I'm not going into Frost's abilities, I'm just showing off the power of Evade, Arcane Crepuscular, and my bolter. So get into a mission, and let's show it off a little bit. Why don't we? Just a reminder, as we get into this video, we have merch now. Is it high quality? Honestly, I couldn't tell you. It's from Fourth Wall, so I'm assuming that it'd be pretty high quality, as I've done research into it, and apparently the products that they come out with are pretty high quality. All it is the little lizard. Everybody knows it. So yeah, if you want to buy a jacket, sweater, mug, stickers, go for it, dude. It's up to you. I'm not going to force you to buy it. Let's get back to the video. I contemplated doing normal Steel Path. As you can tell, I've opted to not do normal Steel Path. Instead, we're doing this. Now, here's the thing, right? Invisible, freeze, and then nothing really stands a chance. The thing.
You know how mold can grow on your water filter if you don't clean it enough? Well, shouldn't build up off the hell scrubbers unless you want to get unsubscribed from life.
It's not like I need to use my 4 on the Skeldra either. Honestly, my Boltor's gotten to the peak of gaming, and so I don't really need to do much with this anymore. Look at that. I can just hold down the trigger. Primary Crux is really good arcane as well. Eximuses don't stand a chance. I'm going to purposely let this fail to see how I hold up against that. Enemies can't see me, so it's not like I can get hit. Of course, I still have Icy Avalanche for the fallback, and also, like, if I moved Icy Avalanche, the only thing that would really change is I would have, like, less slide. And I like the mobility that the slide gives me. So, like, yes. Is it necessarily evade that's doing the work? No. It'll probably take me a minute to kill this Xmas, won't it? Damn. I also have zero idea where this guy's head is. Where is it? Okay, so it is that bit right there. Never mind. Did not take as long as I thought it would. And if you really get, you know, decent enough, even just relatively decent at doing the headshots, you'll be in, you know, invisibility for long enough to where you don't have to worry about necessarily ever being not invisible. Surprise, because there is normally a cooldown. It's a 45-second cooldown, I believe, that starts when you activate the ability. But if you're just hitting enemies, chances are doesn't matter that much. Because chances are you have enough. I don't know how I'm killing Skeldra with melee weapons right now, but okay. Can I even get headshot? Well, I guess this is a thrown weapon, so you know what? I'll let it slide the fact that I'm hitting heads with this somehow.
Reactivating code. And success! Keep your eyes out for another hell scrubber. Scrubber going critical. Fix it or lose it to the tech rot, which will be the least of your problems.
So, as you can see though, this build's kind of just
Hell scrubber activated, contamination dropping.
turns everything into its little bitch. And when the new Vesper mod comes out, which yes, I'm excited for, because I really want this weapon to be even stronger than it already is, because this thing's already stupid busted. Because like, oh, let's go make him frozen and just, you know, casually just 2 million. I think it'd be amazing with an augment mod, which apparently, I say apparently like, oh, it's up in the air. No, they are adding an augment mod to the weapon with this upcoming Nightwave along the AX, or alongside the AX50. I like the concept of weapon augment mods. They change it up enough. This will be fun. Come on. Ooh, Torment. Let's just armor strip you. And then I said, stop fucking moving. And then just casually melt you. Yeah. I would use cold, right, on this, but Frost already maxes out cold stacks. So there's no point in running cold on this either. And as you can see, sure, I have some damage dealt to me. Doesn't matter. I don't take enough damage to where they're a threat. So it's fun, frankly. And what we're gonna do real quick is we're gonna hop back and we're just gonna do a little overview of what the fuck just happened. All right, let's talk about it. So really, we really don't have to talk about the ability. The ability is very, very simple. Let's talk about the interactions of what made this build actually do its deal, right? So evade is simple. It's based off of headshots, keeps it running. Arcane Crepuscular helps because while you're invisible, you gain 30% ability strength and plus 3 times final crit multiplier, which is fantastic, right? This is where it gets interesting. Shotguns will not work with this build because for the most part, you do not hit heads with shotguns. You are hitting too many body parts, so the chances of you getting a headshot with a shotgun are a lot lower than, say, a sniper rifle or an assault rifle, which is why on both my Vesper and my Boltor, I have primary acuity. Okay, I have secondary acuity or pistol acuity and then primary acuity. You guys get the point. Primary acuity is what makes this build tick. It'll make this build tick on any weapon of any kind for any reason. Okay? Because frankly, primary acuity slaps. 318% weak point damage and crit chance is ridiculous. Okay? that is 3 times. Yeah, because that's how they do their math in this. That's 3 times damage. Okay. That will turn anything into a pile of minced meat in no time. Does not matter what weapon you are using. If it has any amount of crit, any amount of damage, you're good. You don't really need status. The only thing that you don't need in this build for it to work is everything else and primary crux. If you have primary acuity or pistol acuity and evade and arcane crepuscular, this build will work fine. It is ridiculous. Is it gonna work fine in steel? But no, don't ask stupid questions. Don't ask stupid questions. You know what I mean by it'll work. What makes these builds so powerful is the fact that everything interacts together. And that's what makes it fun. Even my Vesper, even though it's missing a mod, is still acuity. Secondary deadhead because I don't have anything else to throw on it. So, that being said, give this build a shot if you want to see some stupid shit, frankly. Why do I have Convulsion? I could have sworn I have the Jolt. I do have Jolt. I don't know why I had Convulsion on there. Weird. But with that being said, I hope you enjoyed. Try this build if you want. I enjoy it. And remember, you don't... My outro, thanks, Yawn. You don't need Frost. You don't need the Boltor. You don't need any of the kit that I'm using. It wasn't about the Warframe. It wasn't about the gun. This is about the ability, the arcane, and the mod. Being arcane crepuscular, primary acuity, and evade. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Doses. Don't forget to like and subscribe.